Downrange. Remember that movie Downrange?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You know, they don't have a part 2 yet, at least. They don't have a part 2.
Oh, me and Serpent saw these 2 movies.
No way, really? You and Serpent saw 2 movies? Oh my god!
Called in a while. They're called Laid to Rest.
Mm-hmm.
They were good.
Yeah, you'd like that one, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Be
ready for anything.
Serpent, remember that?
The very beginning. Go ahead.
She's circling. Remember this? Remember that?
Oh, I can't see it. What is that?
That's the new game I got the other day. Then I thought that's the Far Cry series. I got them all but that one I showed you. This one, Blood Dragon Part 3. There's 2 Part 3s. On the album. That's how it is. You right there, buddy?
Yeah, this is morning cough.
This guy is like, he's not getting out.
You said that guy's on your ass?
It's a morning cough.
I hate when they ride their ass. They like ride behind you.
This is a tight parking lot. Let me see. I gotta get somewhere. I gotta get somewhere. I don't know where over here. There's. Over there. Over there. Please, one table. Okay.
I saw you on TikTok yesterday.
Who?
You.
What was I doing?
You're in and around. You're in and around little circle thing.
What?
You know how they do.
No. What are you talking about?
When you go see somebody, they got this little round circle and you're in it. Like this, but it's live. I saw you on a ticket type of Oh, sure, huh?
Stuff together because you're mad at life itself or somebody. Get over that.
Do you want to hear something funny?
What?
The day after No, the time. A little bit right after I got my permanent caps put in.
Yeah.
My dad, he didn't even bother to ask me where I wanted to go to get something to eat.
Yeah.
And I told him, I go, why don't we go to Sonny's? You know, barbecue.
Yeah.
Which, granted, does not have a bad taste in my mouth no more. It used to, not no more. And I'm sitting there with my dad, and it's Sonny's barbecue, you know, restaurant. And my dad goes, oh, let's see how much you owe me for yesterday and today. And there's people sitting around us. I'm sitting there, I'm like, really? He knows that I'm on SSI and all that. And he wants to say that, like,
Yeah, that was disrespectful.
hell yeah, it is. But yet, when my mom says, don't say anything, don't talk about this, don't talk about that, she wants me to, you know, be like that. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, who are you to tell me what to be like when I can't even be myself because dad wants to be like an ass? I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I have nothing to do with it. He goes, hey, want to go get some? Or, hey, I'm going to go to blah, blah, blah. You want to go? Why? You going to remind me every time, hey, you know how much this is? You know how much that is? And I'm good. Until you stop doing that, I don't need that. You know?
That's Dr. Moline. Joined the physics team last year. Nice enough guy, but weird.
the bunny? That's what I want to know. Frag.
Look at the tits on that bitch. Yo. Right on the button.
Double points.
Handy. That should fit any standard pressure control valve.
got 4,
Energy mine set.
17, 1999. Keep that shit. I already got it on.
Tear them to pieces.
Hello, Taco Bell. Can I help you?
Ugly Bug KIA.
Oh, shit.
Max ammo.
Where the fuck is the money? That's what I want to know.
Look what I found. Mortal Kombat 1, $49.99. That's crazy. Oh, I got Destiny 2. I already got that.
Throwing frag.
You like my black goatee? I colored it today.
This is our bread and butter.
But,
Insta-kill.
yo. Well, I'll see you later. I'm going to the game store to get my game later.
Yep.
Throwing frag. Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel. Splashdown in T minus.
See that one's head pop off? Don't let it escape.
Christ on the button!
Max armor.
Is it just me, or is it bloody sweltering? You lot don't learn.
Insta-kill.
Ah, 3 out of 10. Tastes like a vulture's breakfast. Would not buy.
Oh, damn.
This is my bread and butter. Replays and replay. Throwing frag.
Max ammo. Double points.
Is it just me, or is this explosive? I feel a bit anxious. That's not okay. Right on the fuck!
Bonus points.
Let's hope for a speedy recovery, yeah? Throwing frag. Just me, or is it bloody sweltering? This is my bread and butter.
Insta-kill.
I've seen death. It's not nice. What's up, going out? time's already spot on, but we'll see. Easy life. Right on the front. Is it just me, or is it bloody sweltering?
There you are. Gonna show you on my Call of Duty game.
Hey, my guy. I went to eat at Applebee's yesterday, and the waiter came up to mom and dad. I was like, "Hey, my guys." I looked at them like, "What are you talking to?" Is it fine as you guys?
So I got this one.
What, you guys go play Fortnite now?
I got this one. Gonna look. Then I got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Then I got Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And I got Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
It's a bit of a collection box, isn't it?
Max ammo.
No, what do you
That's a lot
got?
of Call of Duties.
No, what do you got? I was in a game.
Got Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Got Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
But at least you didn't get. Hey, at least you didn't get them on the same console, right?
Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. What?
At least you didn't get them all on the same console. One was 3.
rifles.
Uh-huh.
And I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
For what?
Wii U. The white cover. Yeah, I'm not going out today. It started raining. It's so weird. Hello? Hello?
Maybe my phone just getting hot, and I just like to close it out.
I'm echoing.
I was at the dentist today, and they were doing some cleaning. Ugh. My teeth are clean.
Did they rip any out?
Now tomorrow they're gonna put some crowns in though. They're not gonna take anything out. She said they don't, I don't need to. I got approved of it like a while back, like back in December.
Nice.
It's like, oh, we can hurry up and fit you in. Because your approval is gonna expire in 12 days. I was like, alright, let's do this. I'm coming tomorrow. I gotta go in tomorrow and they're gonna put in some crowns. Well, they gotta prep it. They gotta prep it, and then I'll come back a week later and they'll have the crowns.
Yeah, they'll probably rip my teeth out and give me dentures. But I almost died last time, so they gave me too much anesthesia. But I don't think I want to do any tooth surgery anytime soon.
Is it supposed to make me stronger?
Nope, it's supposed to make you weaker.
Coming in hot. Is it just me, or is it bloody swollen? That was proper.
Yeah, if I get Call of Duty and the 360, they're only like $6.99. They're cheap.
Bonus points.
They're about as cheap as the person buying them.
Well, I'm not paying a shitload of money when I got a console that'll play 'em.
They're about as cheap as the person buying them.
Some will let you play 'em on the Xbox One.
Right on the button.
I'm not cheap. Buddy Road.
Yeah, you are.
How's that?
You're cheap. I know you are.
Cheap, I'm not
I know you're cheap.
cheap, cheap.
See, there you go.
No, I'm not cheap. I got money, that don't mean I'm gonna buy the highest damn game instead of they got them on the 360 for cheap.
Yep. And
I buy them on the PS4 when you get them on the PS360.
cheap.
Yep, that's me.
Oh, we already know that. So,
That's why
what are you trying to prove?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
What are you trying to prove when we already know that shit, what you are?
15 consoles. I'm real cheap, alright.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, Johnny.
Oh, I'm a console. Hello, may I help you? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? What are you trying to do?
I think you're playing me when they said take all the Call of Duty. Are you joking?
No, I'm not.
Nah, that's it. Yeah. What are they going to go to every person's house and take them all?
They just want to sell them in the stores.
Got the ones I need.
What?
I got the ones I need. Put them right in the system and play. I like, what part is it? Oh, you first start out in the jungle. Not in the jungle, you first start out in the grass. And there's a Jeep right next to you, and you gotta shoot. Then the enemies come toward you, and you gotta shoot them all before they shoot you. That's pretty fun.
What's not fun?
What?
What's not fun?
I said it is fun.
What's not fun?
I'm watching this movie called 15 Camera.
15.
Cameras. These guys, this renter that rents people's house have cameras all in their houses for the girls. He rents to nobody but girls, and he has cameras everywhere.
Does that sound like somebody we know?
He's like
Does that sound like somebody we know?
watching them take a shower and everything.
Yep, that sounds like somebody I know.
Who's that?
Who's that?
What?
You got the camera. I ain't got no damn camera. So what you talking about?
Just me.
What are you talking about, Lonnie? I didn't say you. Why are you getting so defensive, Lonnie?
Easy now.
My name's Howard. I don't answer to Lonnie.
Why are you getting so defensive, Lonnie? I wasn't talking about you.
No, please. Do your thing. I'll wait.
Oh, yeah, ray gun. Ray gun.
What's for dinner, Cherry
Ooh, yeah, ray gun. Ray gun.
I bought a fajita wrap from Applebee's yesterday.
What'd you get? Some guy rapping to you in
I
Applebee's?
got a burrito wrap yesterday.
So which one was it?
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. Hi, are you cooking dinner? What are you cooking for dinner? What?
You said, oh shit. I'm sorry to hear
I'm
that.
gonna eat fajitas, so don't cook extra for me. I'm gonna eat the rest of my fajitas tonight. Alright? Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. I'm on the friends tonight.
You ever had
Sounds good. Ribs, man.
you ever chicken wrap with rice and
Yep. With rice, got noodles. You like the Spanish Mexican rice?
yes,
Behind that valve.
I do put some hot sauce on that thing.
On the ribs?
No, on this wrap.
On the ram?
I like that red stuff with the chicken on it. Like a rooster, that's what it is.
Right on the butt.
I mean, I'm probably not gonna put some tobacco sauce, but probably some other hot sauce on it. If I had sriracha, which I don't, I have the hot sauce. I have the Tabasco sriracha. That is super hot.
Yeah, that's green, ain't it?
That's a Tabasco's new flavor, sriracha. It's really good.
I used to use the green one.
The green sriracha,
Yeah.
the green sriracha. Yeah, I had the green one too. I think the green one is less hotter than the red one though.
Yeah, that's why I use it.
But it still kicks. It's really good. It still kicks a nice. Yep.
Yep.
Nope.
I'm getting hungry.
Easy now.
I mean, soup for dinner.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from fatty food. So I'm gonna eat applesauce and chicken noodle soup for about a week or two.
Saturday I'm having order Chinese food.
I thought you were gonna order American food. What's up with that?
We always order Chinese food because like 95% of people that visit are Chinese.
You should order American food. And be like, oops, my bad.
No, Chinese
Get
is
the
bad.
chow mein with the lo mein and the
Hi, Maine.
Oh,
What?
With the wonton, he likes the wonton soup and the chicken chow mein.
chicken wings. So yeah, with boneless spare ribs. Oh, yum yum yum.
Yeah, if they're boneless, you get more meat.
And if they're homeless, you can just give them a home.
I want
Ain't that bunny or what?
to about getting chicken wings, but I just said I'm not doing that.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm going to do some soup.
Okay, Mr. Chicken Wing Guy.
No chicken wings.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
I like Zaxby's. They got some big chicken tenders.
Wait, you just said you don't.
Chick-fil-A's got the best. They close Sunday.
Yep, and they open on Monday.
Now, name 3 things that are closed on Sunday.
They open on Monday. Dun, 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 dun.
Chick-fil-A.
And they open on Monday. Dun, dun, dun. They open on Monday. Dun, dun, dun.
Around my house, they got the game stores closed,
Let's see.
Hobby Lobby, and Chick-fil-A.
Because they know you go in there a lot.
Hobby Lobby's closed on Sundays.
Honest.
Because they know it goes. He knows they know that he goes in there a lot. So he's like, they're like, you know what? We're gonna close.
Yeah, you're right.
You see on my pictures, that's where they came from. Most of them. All those pictures on the wall next to my computer, they came from there.
Hobby Lobby.
My monitor came from there.
Yahuwah, she rounded up. I'm asking.
It came from Best Buy. And I got a... No, remember that setup?
Number 1 Trek podcast. Oh, okay. Every Monday, you like that breakdown.
The one on the left I got from Best Buy, and then on the right I got from Walmart. And the one that came with it was a piece of shit, so I threw it away. The screen was all light.
Or maybe you're planning a game.
It was too dark.
Birthday at the holidays, he was on offer. Stop shopping for this month. Stop heavily paying for every party.
Oh, look who it is.
It's your friendly neighborhood lesbian.
Hey, hello, Mary Lou.
For curiosity, and Southern Union offers subject to psychology, technology, time in an hour. And slow on speed. Find more degrees and SNH is not.
Friendly neighborhood lesbian. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that's good. What you talking about, Willis?
Our car is George F.
You said, look who it is. I said, you're friendly neighborhood lesbian.
The outside.
I think I knew it was me.
Restaurant. Outdoors.
Oh, you made your cousin into one. Yeah, I forgot.
I'm sorry, dude.
The surprising twist that detectives uncovered led them to suspect that George targeted for nearly 40 years. They have been looking for that shooter and
Yeah, you know one. Yes, it is.
Ashley.
The one you were trying with that one time. It'd be funny if she got with it. And you guys that got married. Would that be funny?
Ooh, me and your cousin getting married?
Yeah.
That should be kind of funny because it's like your mom would be having a conniption fit.
She would have got over it. You'd be related to me.
Yeah, when I told all the kids, hey, stay away from him.
Terry, fuck me. Yeah, Terry would be popping them out, looking at that.
Is it just me, or is it close?
Asking for air. Here's former vice furniture detective, current evidence. Therese Roswell Davis. She was assigned to
That'd be cool if you never went.
came upon this truck back to the south of the building.
Yeah, that's what this is.
And,
Yep.
this was a long time ago. So you met somebody a long time ago and
Energy mindset.
got married and had some kids. That was pretty cool. There's some little footies running around.
You lot don't learn.
After that, I never went dancing as long as the night because I one day was like that. The next day, she packed up and headed to the Wisconsin hospital where she met her parents. George's wife lived there and their two sons, George III and Michael. George thought life was in a cult. He'd already been through surgery, but he had regained consciousness since the shooting, so he wasn't able to communicate with investigators, which meant that they hoped the crime scene could do some talking before that. Here's Detective Roswell Anderson. And that's when they discovered the place was all secure, doors were locked, no windows were broken. His vehicle was there, keys were in the ignition, it was unlocked. Nobody tried breaking into the place. They could have taken a perfectly good pickup truck, the keys were right there. They could have taken his wallet. They didn't do that. And then as the officers were spreading and looking out further, enlarging the crime scene and looking for more evidence,
they found a pair of aviator sunglasses along the trajectory of where the witness who called it in saw him walking. And then, as their search pattern, they found a .22 caliber revolver firearm to the east of the road, like it was just tossed. Both the sunglasses.
Yeah, I wonder why it was tossed. He didn't want it on him.
Not only did the revolver have a serial number, it also had a second. This led investigators to suspect that whoever pulled the trigger was probably lying in wait for George outside of the restaurant near the kitchen's oil and grease deposit. Detective Rosga Anderson said the revolver had 5 spent shells in the cylinder and a 6th round that appeared to be a misfire. From what they saw at the scene, investigators assumed that 3 bullets had struck George. 1 had struck and shattered the window of his truck, and 1 had completely missed. At the time, no testing was done with the sunglasses, but the revolver was sent to the FBI crime lab for fingerprint analysis. By the time that it arrived, the grease print had actually melted in the plastic bag. Investigators had photographed it beforehand, but stage process wasn't given enough attention. Now, as for a serial number on the gun, detectives were able to trace it back to its original purchaser, a woman in West Virginia. But according to Detective Rosga Anderson, it had been stolen from that woman's house in 1974, a full 12 years before the shooting, which pretty much ruled that woman out and made tracing the gun to a shooter much more difficult. Detective Rosga Anderson said that they had located robbers in that case, the one where the gun was stolen. But there was never any evidence of the gun. The revolver was likely moved through underground channels and could have changed owners dozens of times before it ended up in the hands of the shooter. So that we believe is a dead-end .22 caliber revolver. It was used in a lot of homicides, and they had no qualms leaving it at the scene. I don't think it was accidentally dropped like the sunglasses. I think the sunglasses were probably dropped accidentally. The firearm, I think it was tossed. So with the evidence providing little help, investigators began canvassing the area in the following days, talking to Arbor employees and learning more about George. They started by interviewing George's family at the hospital on August 4th. His wife, Linda, told detectives that she and George had met in Cicero, Illinois, where they lived full-time with their 2 sons, right up until George bought the Arbor in the summer of 1985. According to George's sister, he had chosen Eagle River because he was familiar with the area. The Jarris family used to vacation up there, and a number of George's friends from Cicero already had homes in the area. But George made the move out to Wisconsin on his own, and Linda and the kids commuted the 6 hours back and forth between the 2 places. Linda told detectives that she was planning to move to Eagle River with the kids full-time eventually, but was just wrapping up some things in Cicero. Even though he was with Linda was actually drive back from one of their trips to Eagle River before he shot. That he wasn't got were not. She had just arrived like at 5:30 in the morning, and she got a phone call that her husband was shot and was at the hospital because she had a heartburn. Rest of George's they had been in Illinois at the time. But they grew up. This is August 8th. When George passed away at the hospital. With his death, investigators lost their most direct link to the crime, the one person who might have known who the attacker was. Here is George's sister, Linda. I was devastated when it happened, and I was very depressed. I probably should have gone into some kind of therapy because I was so upset by the whole thing. I had a problem handling it. It was like the first death that was ever so close to me. I mean, my grandpa had passed, my grandma had passed. But for my brother, to lose my brother when he was 43 years old, I just really had a hard time. While George's family struggled to accept their new reality, investigators were having a hard time identifying the shooter. Even though, as you'll hear Detective Rosga Anderson say many people who were at the hardware that night thought they'd seen the shooter before the crime. He was described as kind of a seedy or shady-looking character, a tall, thin, white male, and he seemed really jumpy or nervous, according to the witnesses. And he wanted to know what time George was getting off of work. George was bartending at the time. He owned the business, but he also worked his own business. And in fact, the person said it was almost like, what time, not what time are you guys closing, but what time does George get off of work? So they thought that was kind of suspicious. Several people at the bar also said they suspiciously had been driving a red Volkswagen 17 and some people noted seeing a second person in the car. They weren't able to give a description. According to media coverage at the time, officers said that they were searching for this red car. They also had a deposit sketch made up, but it's unclear if that was ever circulated to the public. Either way, nothing consequential popped up as a result of their public appeals. But they have gone forward from talking to the people who turns out he'd been receiving unusual phone calls at the restaurant in the days leading up to the shooting. Reportedly, he had told people, several different people, and these are patrons, and you think it's a small community, they're the same regulars, right? And he had told them that he's been getting these phone calls like in the evenings, and he would answer and there wouldn't be anybody on. He was a little irritated by the phone call. There it is again, and no one's on there. He never told anybody or, speculated who it might have been. It didn't seem like it concerned him and more irritated him. It almost seemed to investigators that someone who didn't know George was trying to learn his routine, finding out what time he usually got off work. Of course, this was merely a hunch, but that, combined with the untraceable gun and the description of a shooting character in the area, led investigators to tell the local news that they were looking into professional killers. Just for clarification, in this next clip, you'll hear Detective Ross Anderson announce George's last name. But our pronunciation is based on the disturbing news. It was a classic, yes. Left the 22 at the scene because I knew it couldn't be traced back to them. And so the question would be, who hired that person? And the person right now that is at the top of the list is Linda Chairs. I'm a practically. I want eyes on my kids at all times. And I love the Nana Monster because it lets you go back, rewind, and live stream my movie. But I also love capturing the moments of her in her crib and now her big girl bed that I know I'm never going to get back. The Nana Baby Monitor is a game changer for parents, as it allows you to see your baby from anywhere, anytime. And the high-def camera means that you can actually see your baby, no grainy images. Nana allows you to track your baby's breathing, providing you personalized insight to understand your baby and more rest for you. The Nana Baby Monitor is changing parenthood for the better. It'll be the one baby item you can't live without. And of course, we have a special offer just for our listeners. Get 20% off your first order with code BABY20, FBABY20 at Nana.com now. NANIT.com. Now, here's what's different here. Summer is just around the corner, and the folks at Mint Mobile have a hot take. Getting a summer box is out, and getting your savings bud is in. This spring and summer, everyone wants safety wireless bills and fat wallets. And with premium wireless plans for just $15 a month, you can have both without breaking a sweat or the bank. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text, delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with your existing contacts. This year, skip breaking the sweat and breaking the bank. Get your summer savings and shop premium wireless plans at mintmobile.com/down. mintmobile.com/down. Upfront payment $45 for a 3-month 5 GB equivalent to $15 per month. New customer offer for the first 3 months, then full price plan option. Taxes and fees match. Mint Mobile. and George had been married for over 2 decades at the time of his murder. And in that time, George's sister Lenore had become close to him. But she learned it was hard to trust.
Linda was the kind of woman that she got along with everybody. She's really nice. She put on this great front. She's great with the kids. Wonderful cook. Boy, yeah, cook. He wasn't telling you. So, and we were like sisters. I mean, I've never had it like this. And we, I mean, the way we got along so well, effortlessly. Whatever, but you get along okay. You know, just go out and hear something. Okay. And as I got older, I realized she wasn't telling me the truth about it. I had talked to her kids as adults. And they both said, yeah, my mom had a coffee. You know, I really liked her. I just couldn't trust her. And she'd stab you in the back.
Our reporter Nicole Kagan asked the news directly about Linda's possible involvement in George's death. Was this something you thought she could be capable of?
Yes.
Do you remember what your parents thought at the time? Were they more leaning towards maybe Linda had something to do with this?
Yes. It took me a lot longer to learn to not trust her.
George wasn't a perfect angel either. And together, marriage was hard. Things were complicated by the fact that Linda didn't want to move away from the Cicero area right away. The long-distance marriage was taking its toll. Several of the patrons who were interviewed that stated that George confided in them that he wanted Linda up here. He wanted Linda in Eagle River, and he wanted her to come up here and be a wife. He wanted her to help her out or help out with the business. Mutual friends of George and Linda did state that George having an affair or affairs. So it's that. So he didn't have trouble with their. It sounded like it. But they were trying to make it work, it seemed, as evidenced by the trip Linda had just made to Eagle River with the boys. She still said while she was up there from July 30th to the 2nd, everything went well, gave no indication of any trouble or problems with anybody or anything. She did say that George could be obnoxious when he drank, but I did say there was no long-standing with that type of thing. Linda said that she left for Cicero with her sons at around 10:30 p.m. on August 2nd. And after driving for about a half hour, she stopped at a Holiday Inn to call the arbor from the hotel's phone. She said she needed to reach George because she thought she left her earring in the bathroom of the restaurant and she wanted to be checked for it. But she wasn't able to get through. So after driving another 100 miles, Linda stopped a second time at around 1 a.m. at a gas station to try George again from a payphone. And then there was a conversation, there was trouble with the phone, they were disconnected. She called a second time and got through. And then she told George to make sure to notify the operator that they were dropped. Linda said she got back on the road and continued on to Cicero without stopping again, making it home at about 5:30 a.m. Investigators found that there actually were records showing that Linda had placed a call from a payphone 2 hours away from Eagle River just 30 minutes before the shooting. But to them, that alibi seemed almost incomplete. According to Detective Razia Anderson, Linda was eager to have investigators check the call logs. And I thought that was suspicious, you know, I mean, is she creating an alibi that it wasn't her, you know, at least physically her pulling the trigger. Was an earring ever found in the bathroom? No, it was not. I wear earrings all the time. I'm naked without them, so when I never take off this necklace, and I have never ever taken earrings off, especially in a restaurant in the bathroom. I thought that was a little suspicious. And the elusive earring was not all. There was another evidentiary detail that stood out to detectives. There was talk about a necklace being missing from the body of George that he always wore. He never ever took it off. Well, it so happened that in the days